Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Pistol Pete here. We are going to do a unboxing of my brand new Stealth Arms Platypus. So it does come with this beautiful bag. It's actually very well padded. It's a lot nicer than the bag I got with my DWX. Inside, it has 5 mag holders and a big pouch on this side. In the pouch, let's see, get your block. Yay, we all have 1,000 of these. Of course, the platypus sticker, pretty cool. Manual. Oh, and since I got the Delta Point Pro, we'll touch on that a little bit. I did get the sights, the rear sights for it to co-witness. Then you do get a extra pin for where the magwell, the back of the magwell. So in case you decide to take your magwell off, they give you a pin that fits it. Now, on this side, another pouch. So you can technically carry 2 pistols with this. And now the start of the party. My almost all white platypus. I can safely say that I don't think anyone has an all white platypus. I scoured the internet looking for one. I haven't seen it. And you're probably thinking to yourself, man, that looks oddly familiar. Well, that's right. If you're thinking Storm Shadow, that's why. I made this gun envisioned in Storm Shadow's eyes. So what I did is I made it all white, like I said. The Stealth Arms down there is in red. And I just did the red parts where it's for the serrations. And then I did do a polished steel barrel to mimic his swords. So that's how I came up with this color scheme. Now, if you don't know about Stealth Arms, you can totally customize your platypus there. So what I mean is you start with just a blank gun. It's a 1911 double stack with, and it's all black. So you can literally change every single color on this gun. You can, everything. Whatever you can think of, you can change on this. You can change the hammer, the takedown lever, the back strap right here, the front, the magwell, all the pins that you see in it, everything. And they give you a few different options as to the length, if you want the square guard, rounded guard, optic cuts, or not optic cuts, window cuts, if you don't want them, if you want them. They have a lot of different ones, different triggers, different trigger pull weights. So basically, I'll start with mine from the front. So basically, I got the threaded barrel. I went with the serrated windows, or the window cuts. I went with the window cuts right here, because I think it looks badass. However, there is no serrations. So to press check with this setup, it's very difficult, because it's slippery. And you can do it, but it just, there's really nothing to grab onto. So yeah, it's real slippery. So keep that in mind. I went with the government, or the full length 5-inch pistol. I believe that's the government. I get that mixed up. Government and Commander. I think it's the government. I got the government issue. full dust guard. You can get it with the traditional dust guard where it's only half, and you don't have to get the Picatinny mount or railing either. I did the square trigger guard. The trigger right here, they have like 5 different ones. I went with this one. They have long length and short length to pull. I went the longer length. I just think that looks really cool. I also want the finger grooves. You can get them without the finger grooves. I just thought it looks cooler, and the way my hand sits is perfect. So if you have bigger, smaller hands, you might not want the finger grooves in there, but for me, it just happened to be perfect right there. All right, moving along. The grip. It's basically indented in. So if you look at it from a flat point, it doesn't stick out. It dimples in. And I would say that it's okay. It's not aggressive. But it's enough to grab your hand. Still not bad, but it's not the best. The sights, it does come with a fiber optic. You could choose a fiber optic or a painted one. I went with the fiber optic, which doesn't matter because I'm going to put an optic on it anyways. I may use this thing to co-witness if it looks cool. I don't usually use these. I usually have like guns like this that aren't my carry guns to be just full optic guns. It does have a option to have ambidextrous safeties. I just went with one because adding the other side was like close to $100. And I was like, it looks cool, but I'm not going to pay extra money for it, so I'm not going to use that at all. It is nice, and it's not too wide, but it is enough for you to use it as a shelf. Yeah, I can't. But yeah, it's enough. Oh, there it goes right there. So yeah, it's a perfect shelf right there for your hand. Does have a pretty high beaver tail, or a standard beaver tail. The undercut is nice. Get a decent grip on it, decently high grip, just like any other 1911, 2011 style. 1911 double stack, sorry, staccato. And the flared magwell. Now the cool thing about this, in case you didn't know, is that all platypuses use Glock mags. Glock 17 rounders. Empty. There's flush mounted in there. So if you have Glocks, this one's perfect. The mag release, it just shoots right out. The mag release is nice. It's just a normal, I wouldn't say normal, but it is just a smaller mag release that's actually easier to push. It's not too hard. Now, you might be asking, does this thing get dirty? It doesn't. The only dirty parts I get is when I rack it. Right now it's using the factory oil in it. I've only gone through maybe 200 rounds, but right there, where the slide goes back, right there, those black spots. Well, here, actually, if I want to keep it clean, yeah, right here. It likes to dribble out. So it gets dirty there. And then I thought when I bought it that the front would get really dirty. And it surprisingly didn't. I mean, it was just like normal, like just a little black around it. But I think that the threaded barrel helps with that. You know, shooting all that out further away from the tip. So I'm actually kind of glad I got a threaded barrel. So if you don't have a threaded barrel, and you get all white, I'm assuming it will be a lot more dirtier than mine got. Got a little black under here. So just normally where a gun would normally get dirty, you just could see it a little more on the white, obviously, but it wasn't too much. I mean, the dirtiest it got is from me letting other people touch it with their grimy ass hands. And then you have trigger pull weights. And you do have different trigger pull weights that you can choose. You can choose like a heavy trigger, standard, and light, or competition. The competition one is 2.5 pounds. So this is an extremely light trigger. Actually, I'll show you. 2.5 pounds. Oh, that's not working. There you go. 2.5 pounds. So it is light. This trigger is phenomenal. Very little take up. Well, I would say it's little. Maybe more than I thought. But yeah, there's a little bit of take up there. Then you have the wall and break. Reset. Break. So yeah, so far I love this thing. It is pretty freaking accurate with irons. I am going to put my Delta Point Pro on right after this video. I'm thinking about getting a DPM recoil reduction kit. Maybe porting the barrel where these window cuts are. Just 1, 2, 3, 6 right there. Maybe oval shaped. I don't know what they'll do exactly for the velocity, but I might do it. Or throwing on a micro comp on here, because I mean, I got the threaded barrel, don't have a suppressor, so for the time being, yeah, I might just throw on a micro comp on there. I've never used one. If you guys would just let me know how micro comps are, what you think about them, that'd be great. And about porting right there, the 6 holes. What do you think about that? I might do that. I am gonna throw a TLR 9 on here. I'm about to buy 10 of those bitches because I like them a lot. Those TLR 9s are pretty nice, aesthetically pleasing. Let's make it bigger, because you don't want an ugly light on your gun. It is a Streamlight TRL 9, and it just looks nice on longer railed guns. I probably wouldn't use this on like my Glock, because I think it kind of looks dumb on the Glock. I like the TRL 1, but yeah, it's just nice. Put a Delta Point Pro on there, maybe the micro comp for now. We'll see how it fires. But that's it. I hope that helps you with any questions you have on this gun, or any general questions.
Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. Yiddy!